My name is Lani Alabanza Barcina. I'm the creative director and founder of Hells Bells and BOTB. I started Hells Bells in 2005 while I was living in New York. The name came about because I was listening to an AC/DC song and there's a lyric that says like, if good's to the left, I'm sticking to the right, or something along those lines. And that's always kind of been my thinking. People were wearing this, I'm gonna totally go left field and design something totally different that I love, that I knew was very specific to a certain girl.
My name is Linda Nguyen. I'm the founder and creative director of Love Made. What makes Love Made unique is that we can enter different markets besides streetwear. Like, I feel like Love Made is the high street fashion girl, but she might be into surfing and skating, or she might be a little brand snob and like shop only at boutiques. So I feel like our brand and image, like our product, speaks to a lot of different types of girls.
I'm Coco. And I'm Breezy, and we're from Coco and Breezy. We started off with handcrafting sunglasses, and that's kind of what got our name out there. We had people from Sierra to Kelly Osbourne to Nicki Minaj all wearing our product. Every style that we are presenting are like made for a different personality, and each style has its unique touch. Not your normal shapes, but adding like different cutouts, different like meadows. The colorations, the colorways that we choose are very cohesive, and they all create a story.
I'm Melody Asani. I'm a designer. I was fascinated with two-dimensional objects and how to make them 3D, and I was really inspired by hip-hop and like that whole generation of the 80s and jewelry that I wanted when I was young but that I couldn't afford, that my family couldn't afford. So I just decided to remake a bunch of that stuff, like the two-finger rings and the bamboo earrings. Everything since then has sort of been like an interpretation of that. It's just kind of like not necessarily reinventing the wheel, but just recreating them in a different light.
Street Hearts represents a girl with street sensibility, but she's also like has her own identity, and she's a little bit more grown up.
We feel very honored to be part of Street Hearts because, first of all, my thing is like I feel like as a woman, I never use it as an excuse that it's hard for us women to do things. But I mean, most of these brands are menswear brands.
Street Hearts is amazing. We're basically like on this black wooden plank in the middle of the men's section of the show, and not just the men's section, but the streetwear section, which is like super cultish and super like, you gotta be in the club, you gotta be cool, you gotta whatever. But it's actually been so well received, and the guys are so happy to have us here, and the women are so happy that there's some sort of representation. So it's been a really beautiful experience.
At the end of the day, a lot of people seem to think that women are catty or we don't support each other. So it's nice to have something like Street Hearts to get us together, and for me to be able to show my line alongside women that I look up to. For a project to be able to support that, it speaks volumes as to the direction that they're going.
Don't let being a woman and don't let your age or your race or gender or sexuality stop you from like doing anything. Because I think that like at the end of the day, hard work and talent only like shows for itself.
One saying that I love is labor of love. Labor of love, doing something for the love of it. And most of the time when you're doing something that you love, you're gonna do a good job and succeed at it.
Staying true to what your brand is, a lot of like how things are nowadays with the internet and everything, they're so quick for like fast fashion, fast music, fast everything. So just to be able to like take yourself back and then remember why you're doing your brand, remember the DNA and the ethos of your brand.
Anytime I like took a leap and like really believed in myself or did it the way that I really thought it should be done was when it was like, boom, like that's what, it just felt the best. It was like well received the best, and people like recognized it as that. Like many of my friends that are here, I think the difference is that our products really contain love. Like it contains an energy, it contains something, it's just not just like a product.